We are about to hop into the World Cup National Qualifiers, Round 1, Group 1 for Netherlands. Um, it's should be a good one. We have Open Tanyao, Fortune, Admiral de Ruyter, BW Johan, and Mjoewi. Probably mispronounced all of those. But yeah. And we pretty much have everything set up and ready to go here. Go here. Go here. Looks like we're starting. So let's get rid of that. Then we'll put this up, put this here. Whoops, I actually need to be sharing the game screen, don't I? Okay, so let's see who our colors are. Looks like Johan is on orange. Fortune is on white. Tanyao is on green. Mjoewi is on red. And Admiral de Ruyter is on black. So we did have one no-show. I think Degenerate was the no-show. So this will be a 5-player game. And we'll see how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
So while folks are getting kick-started off here, let's take a look at the bonuses for United States Advanced. Whoops, that's not the right map. Let's see if it'll switch over. There we go. So bonuses for United States Advanced. We have 3 +1s, which you normally don't see. You normally don't see any +1s. But Hawaii, Alaska, and New England are all +1s. Mid-Atlantic is a +2. Then you see Pacific South is a +3, which is pretty much California. Pacific North is a +4. East, North, Central, and South Atlantic are +6s. West, South, Central is a +7. Mountain North and West, North, Central are +8s. And Mountain South is a +9. So there's enough bonuses, enough small bonuses, especially with 5 people, that this is probably going to be a bonus game. At least we'll probably see some of the smaller bonuses get taken. So we'll see if the players here can work that out. So Fortune is going for the New England bonus. Knocks orange out of there, but it didn't look like orange was going for it. Blizzards are on, and so are, I believe, stable portals. Yeah. So notice there's only one way into Hawaii. At least normally there's only one way in Hawaii normally, and that's Southern California. But that territory has a blizzard on it. So now the only way into Hawaii is by way of portals, and there's actually 2 portals in Hawaii. And Tanyao took the Alaska +1. Ooh. Red is taking the +3, which that's a nice... The +3 is probably the best bonus right now. And they're lining up for the +2. That's a little greedy. We'll see if the board allows that. So De Ruyter, the Admiral, is up. looks like he's going for the Pacific North bonus, or he's breaking red. Let's see what he chooses to do. Fist bump from Tanyao. Yep. Pacific North. +4. Okay. So if red is going to target or set up to be on +5, black may as well grab his +4. Makes perfect sense. What does orange do? Orange is the only player who does not yet have a bonus, but it looks like he's going to finish. Oh, no, he's not going to finish. My mistake. Yeah, all this green territory here, that green 6 looks like is in the bonus that orange is going for. But that is a big bonus if he's somehow able to get it. Yeah, +9 Mountain South, but if the board does allow him to get it, it won't be anytime soon, just because that's the biggest bonus on the map. Tanyao hits around. Okay, leaves the bonus that orange is going for. Or that maybe orange isn't going for it, it just from here it looks like he is. Ooh. White says, is white getting a card, or is he telling red, no, you can't have +5? Red fist bumps. White says no. Okay. Yeah. So white not willing to give red +5, which kind of makes sense from white's seat, because I'm sure that white is thinking, you already have a +3, give me Mid-Atlantic so I can also have a +3. So that does make sense to me. Good luck, competitors. Yep. Thank you, Escape the 4Z. Wishing everybody good luck. Red leaves the Mid-Atlantic bonus and takes the Southeast bonus there. How much is that one worth again? I think that's a +6. Takes the South Atlantic bonus. Excuse me. So black is on +4. Red is on +9 if they're able to hold it. I think somebody should think about breaking red. I think +9 is too much. But I suppose orange is also about to get a +9, so maybe it's not too much. But black doesn't really have any good bonuses for them to go for. Just takes a card, stacks a bit on the portal. All right, does orange finish his huge +9? Or does he continue to slowly take? Okay, he spreads himself thin, but does get the +9. So let's see if that is allowed to hold. Red is not inclined to break them, because red and orange are the only two players on +9. It looks like green might be trying for that +8. Yeah, if green gets the +8, they'll also be on +9. course, that does remove a position of white's that white kind of needed. White is mostly on the east side of the board, aside from the Hawaii position. But now we have 3 players collecting +9. I don't think there's no +5s on this map. So black will not be able to match. If black takes any other bonuses, he'll either be too high or too low. So black isn't really in a good place. White also isn't in a good place. Goes ahead and takes his second bonus. But that +3, even though he has 2 bonuses, that +3 means that he's in the worst position from a bonus perspective. Yeah, and once black takes his turn, I think white will also be the worst off with respect to troops. See what red does. Think if you're any of the players that are currently on +9, I think the move is to not rock the boat and just take the card. Take a card and chill. It's probably the move. Yep. That's exactly what red does. Black is not the worst off. But if you're not sitting on a +9, then you are one of the have-nots right now. So he starts hitting in a larger bonus, as though he's going to take it. White has a 4-stack in that bonus that it looks like black is trying to go for now. But white doesn't really have any good options to leave. And white probably also is not inclined to leave. If white leaves that bonus, then he solidifies himself as the fish. But granted, that it might already be too late for that. All right, orange has one of the weaker holds on their +9. Is the only player on +9 to only have 1 bonus for it. So they need to be very careful to guard their +9 because they'll be... Ooh. Punches a white spot. Yeah. Punches 2 white spots. That's very aggressive towards white. Okay. Yeah. BW Johan not making any friends with Fortune over here. We'll see if Fortune remembers that going into Game 2 and Game 3. Because this is a 3-game series, the winner does not advance. So all of these guys are going to be playing in the next one. So what does Tanyao do? Tanyao says, oh, we're feeding white. Stacks on Hawaii in the bottom left. Can barely see it with the cards kind of over that 8 stack on the portal. But Tanyao might be thinking about hitting that white too. And do they prevent black from getting... No, they leave. Okay, so everyone is moving out of the second bonus that black would like to take. White is about to be relegated to 1 position. Hits some orange, which is perfectly understandable for white. Okay, white does have a set on 4, but we haven't seen any trades come out yet, so Not too consequential just yet. Black does finish his, I think that's a +8. Yeah, this map is wild. I agree with you, Carter. Yeah. He finishes his +8, which means that he'll be making more than anyone else if he's able to hold both of his bonuses, because right now he's sitting on +12. If I didn't know better, it would almost look like Orange is angling for Texas. I hope the players in my game have common sense. Only +2s and the +1s and the +3s should be held in my humble, or no bonus. So Carter, I agree with you. Um, it's funny. This game started with green and white taking +1s, and then red took a +3. And then so in response to that, black took a +4. And it just spun out of control from there. People just kept, instead of breaking, people started just taking bonuses. And now you have this, which I think this puts black in the best spot, provided he's not broken. Um, red is also in a very good spot because those guys are on 2 bonuses that are on opposite sides of the map. Green is in a decent spot because they have positions everywhere still. I don't really like orange's position, and then white, of course, is easily the worst off. They're the one and only have not in this, because their +3 is, I mean, it's a pittance compared to the +9 that everyone else is making. It's like the nuclear arms race, but with bonuses. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. White and orange are beefing because a couple turns ago, orange decided to hit some white stacks for whatever reason. They hit some white stacks in the middle of the board. I'm not 100% sure why they did that. So white, ever since then, has been reciprocating, because that pretty much puts white in 2 positions. They have that one. From my seat, that's what it looks like, but maybe white did something that I missed. Anyway, I can't say for sure, so I don't want to start fights or get on anyone's side or anything. But unless I missed something, it did look like orange initiated. So red creates another position, Hawaii, which is an excellent choice. Though I guess it doesn't matter too much because it's a portal position. I'd expect +18 if it was fog. All right. And I just noticed this, but both orange and white set early. Black's running the 70. No, this maybe next game, but this first game is World Dom. I know that you know that, Carter, but in case anyone else is watching and they get confused. Does orange? No. Okay, yeah. My new brain is on. My new brain thinking that orange is just gonna greed out for another ridiculously sized bonus. All right. Tanyao sets. This is the 6th trade, so they get a little bit more than they normally do. And white only on 6. White is not in good shape. This is probably the fishiest case of fishiness that I've ever seen. If they take a card, they're definitely dead next turn. All right. White takes a card. Do they have a set on 3? We'll see if white looks at his hand here in a second. Because white is our POV. White dies next turn. They have to, though. They have the wild card. Yeah. I mean, since it is points based off bounties. Oh, yeah, they do have a set because of the wild card. Nice. I missed that they had the wild card. Thank you, Carter, for paying more attention than I am. Red puts some troops down in Hawaii. Yeah, they kind of do have to, because placement, I don't think, I think placement gets you some points, but bounties, I think, gets you a little bit more. I should actually get a little bit smarter on the rules before I start mouthing off. Placement means nothing. Okay, so it's just bounties and the win is all that means anything. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, there's no incentive to card skip then. You may as well take a card and try to get a match and try to get yourself out of the situation. Because card skipping for placement isn't going to do you any good. Makes sense. Unfortunate that even if white kills orange, they get 0 points for it. If white... Really? I thought if you get a kill, you get 3 points. Why would white killing orange give you 0 points? You have to set in turn. Oh. You have to set in turn to get points. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I did not know that. Yeah, I definitely need to get smarter on these rules. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting rule. I figured you would just normally get kills that way anyway. But yeah, that definitely puts white in a much trickier spot. Because if you're white, you gotta decide on whether you set now or if you hold, right? I think the best play for white is probably to card skip now that they have a set, and wait for the trades to get bigger and not make themselves any more appetizing, right? It's already super easy for somebody like green or red to take white out. So there's no reason to give them any more ammo. Yeah, red can eat them without a set. Yep. And either of them set in turn from that. So probably both green and red are thinking about it, and green might actually do it. We do see a break. Orange breaks black's +4, which kind of makes sense. Black was making +12. And yeah, this is the white kill. Ooh, those territories do connect. Very good. Yeah. Tanyao has the white kill. Soggy Blastoise. White could set up and then skip, so they have 0 cards. Yeah. They could do that, but doesn't look like they'll get the chance to. This is a very good kill from Tanyao. And Sagi, thank you for the first time chat. It's been a minute, my friend. I haven't seen you since round 10 of KPO2. It was a well-fought battle there. I'm glad you're here checking out the stream. All right. Hopefully we can get Fortune to spectate for us. I'm gonna shoot him a DM. Yeah, okay, there we go. He's spectating. Thank you, sir. Yeah, GG's well played to Fortune. But he's not out yet because there's still 2 games to go. Yeah, I imagine, yeah. I would be frustrated too if I'm the only one on the board that doesn't get to hold anything. But Tanyao gets on the board with 3 points. Also sitting on 4 cards. And now it looks like the new fish is orange. So red taking some time to think about what to do. Yeah, I wasn't playing much this past month or so, just getting back into it. All right, very cool, man. Yeah, watching this level of play is definitely a good way to ease yourself back into it. Red smacking some green. Takes a bonus. Probably won't be allowed to hold +3 or sorry, not +3. 3 bonuses. 12 plus 3 is 15. So greedy play from red. Because Tanyao is on 4 plus the 8. Tanyao's on +12. And black, had they not been broken by orange, would be on +12. I don't think the board is going to be okay with +15. No breaking of green. Oh, black could eat orange. Oh, and it looks like they might be trying for it. This doesn't set them in turn though, so they might not know the rules. And it looks like they might not even have it. Yep. Oh, 3v1. Interesting play from black. But yeah, that's probably just an issue of they didn't know what the rules were. I mean, fair enough. I didn't know what the rules were, but then again, I'm not participating in the qualifiers, so I should know, but I don't need to know that bad. That's an anger deal. Okay, Carter's saying that they did know the rules, but they took them out of anger. Which is probably a mistake because that puts them on 5 cards. Tanyao sets with the 25 trade. Does Tanyao have enough to kill black? I don't think Tanyao has enough to kill black. But I could be wrong. Looks like they're going to try for it. It'll be close. That 3 in the corner is an unfortunate split that needs to happen. And then they still have the 14. And they have a spare 14 in Pennsylvania. Let's see if they get it. Looks like they just have it. That's probably game for Tanyao. Yep. Uses a clock to hit red. It's a good idea. Since you're about to be in a 1v1 with him. So there goes black. 3 more points for Tanyao. We see the GG's well played coming up from Mjoewi. which I'm probably mispronouncing that name terribly. So not set up to kill red, because red will set, but the sets really didn't get a chance to get that big. I think this trade is, yeah, the 35 trade. I mean, that's big enough to do some damage, but I'm not sure that it's enough. But we'll see. I think this, depending on what red does here, it'll probably come down to whether or not Tanyao has a set on 4. If Tanyao does not have a set on 4, red still has a shot. Green played that well, too many splits. Yeah. Red is just wisely hitting as much green as he possibly can. Should make sure that that +8 in the middle gets broken though. Use the Hawaii stack. Yep. It's like he heard you. All right. And then Alaska too. All right, that is all the punching that red can do. Oh, never mind. One more punch. Fortifies the 3 from main out. Does Tanyao have a set on 4? So lucky. Does not have a set on 4. So the so lucky from Tanyao to red. Lucky that I don't have a set on 4 is what that says. Yeah. No way is right, Pro9. Yep, so this game goes to Mjoewi. I should just stick with one wrong pronunciation for Red's name and go with that. But Tanyao's going to try and break as much as they can, but I don't think it's going to work out for him. So, in fairness, though, it's not over because red could make a pathing mistake. Not that I'm expecting them to. It's just, it's technically possible. So red needs to be very careful not to throw the game here. They get to put 23 troops on the board. They're putting them all in the same spot, so let's see how that works out for them. I think if they path it correctly, they should be fine. Trap the 3, he's joined up the line. So splitting there. Nope, no, not splitting yet. He does have to split there to finish Pennsylvania. Sending 6, that's not 100%. Okay, that's also not 100%. Yeah, I don't like the way red has pathed this. This is gonna be. I don't think they have it. No, they don't have it. You got to win 2 1v1s here. You don't have it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Tanyao's back in the game. So I apologize for jinxing red. You may as well roll one of those. Yeah. And then get that 4 out of Alaska. There you go. Goes to the portal. So the 40 trade comes out from Tanyao. Red still has 70 troops, but they're a bunch of singles for the most part. So we'll see what damage Tanyao can do. And then we'll find out if red has a trade on 3. Tanyao should break everything and then take a bunch of bonuses. Yep, 100%. And then I think as we just saw, If Tanyao is able to make the retake path for red as difficult as possible, I think that'll work out in Tanyao's favor. Yep. Takes 4 bonuses. Breaks as much red as he can. Alright. Red on plus 12, still the troop lead. Trades are still low. Whoever sets first wins. Yep. So Tanyao also won 3 cards, but red has the card initiative by a turn. But it does not look like red has a set, otherwise they would have traded by now. 5 on North Carolina, rest on 2. Yeah. Putting 5 in West Virginia. Yeah, red is making pathing mistakes, and they're in a 1v1 where pathing mistakes are going to cost you the game. Yep, just like that. Yeah, Tanyao getting to hold that +3 is catastrophic for red. Red still has a troop lead and card initiative, but that allowing that +3 hold is an unforced error from red. So Tanyao is going to break Mid-Atlantic. Should also break Alaska. Yep. Tanyao also does not have a set on 3, otherwise they would have traded. Red will likely get to set next turn. Tanyao finishes a big +9 that orange once held. Also takes Alaska and breaks Mid-Atlantic. Needs to take as much territory as possible. Yeah. Probably, yeah. If they can get him under 39, that'd be good. You may, honestly, if I'm Tanyao, I roll a couple 2v1s to try and get him under 39, because that takes another troop off the board if that's successful. Red says good game, so that could be cocky. They do get to set on 4. So as long as we don't see any pathing mistakes here, red should have the game. Ooh. Okay. They do not line up for the kill this turn. That is not good. And the oops comes out. Yeah, they forgot about Indiana. Yep. So Tanyao is going to survive the set. Tanyao already weathered 1 no set on 4. I don't think that Tanyao will be able to weather a second no set on 4. Yeah, what? Carter says, knew it. LOL. Why do I know these things, Mr. Carter? Sorry, folks, I had to go on mute for a second. My lovely wife called. But it doesn't look like I missed much. What we expected to happen did happen. Tanyao survived a set and then set. So we are still in a 1v1. But red still has card initiative. They've now realized, Carter says, please give Tanyao a set. Yes. And we go again. Tanyao deserves the win. Red doesn't deserve the win. At this point, no offense, but too many errors. So I think I'm inclined to agree with you, Pro9. Good job closing the portals. Well played. Yeah, Red had the game last turn. All they had to do was put a few troops to take Indiana. And they whiffed that. And now they still find themselves in a 1v1 with a player that is not making pathing mistakes. So you have to just run a straight line. Yep. Right there was another pathing mistake. That's one. You could have done that path one troop less. And now that takes you to a 3v1, which could fail. It doesn't fail. Okay. Cool. We see a well played from Tanyao. Yeah, red still has the advantage. More territories, more troops, and card initiative. So Tanyao is the underdog still. From a points perspective, it's the exact opposite, though. And both these players are fighting for as many points as they can get. Carter says, I think red still wins. Yep. I mean, I mean, yeah. If you're betting, you probably like everything. Everything is in red's favor, aside from pathing. Oh, red does have the set on 3. So provided that they're able to clean everything up, they once again have the win. Tanyao needs a set on 3 with red not having one. Good. The GG suggests otherwise. Mrs. Mexico. Yep, not this time. So yeah, has red learned their lesson? And also, can they execute without running out on time? Because it looks like they're spending a lot of time setting up the right path. Okay, here we go. It's an interesting split there. Yep. Doesn't miss Indiana now. Very good. That's good. And then it is pathing this correctly. Very good. Gotta get up that one. And then finish the rest of the California, New Mexico area. The GG well played comes out. Yeah. You better hurry up. Yeah. GG. So after a nail-biting 1v1, Mjoewi wins game 1. Tanyao on the board with 6 points. Alrighty. So now we will be hopping into game 2, which is 70%